What's up everybody, welcome back to SicErik Tech, and today we finally got the Galaxy S25 Ultra delivered and in the house. Yes, very excited about this device. Now we're going to do an unboxing, but we're not just going to do an unboxing of the phone. We're also going to take a look at all of the cases that I got from Samsung as well, just to make this unboxing just a little bit nicer over here, and then we will go on over the phone and some of the specs as well. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So thank you guys for joining me here. I really appreciate it. Out of all the other videos that are out and that I've been out of this device, I'm glad you guys decided to join me here today. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way, and click that bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos here on the channel. So as far as the color goes over here, I did get the silver blue, titanium silver blue. Now I'm kind of upset by that, just because every reviewer and their mother was sent the silver blue to review as a loaner device, and it's been plastered all over YouTube already, and I'm kind of bummed out about that. I should have gotten the titanium black, which is pretty much the Batman phone, but it is what it is. But this is my first time experiencing it. I have not had an Ultra device ever since the Galaxy S23 Ultra, and I'm coming from the Galaxy S24 Plus. So here we go, and there it is. So a very nice, almost like a grayish bluish color, which looks very, very nice. Ooh, this thing feels so nice in the hand. And then over here, you're gonna go ahead and get all of your accessories, which is just a damn USB Type-C to USB Type-C, some instruction manuals, and a SIM ejection tool. That's all that you're going to be getting in the box. With this, unfortunately, no stickers, no damn charger for a $1,300 device, no charger in the box. Alright, so here is the silver, titanium silver blue color. And it does look different than what I've been seeing on YouTube as far as everybody's review units. This looks more almost like a gray in color when you look at it. Let's go ahead and take this sticker off of the back. Almost has like a gray blue to it. I guess that's what they're calling it. Silver blue, titanium silver blue. And let's go ahead and take off the screen. Oh, very satisfying, very satisfying. And looking at that anti-reflective display already in action, looking very, very nice. Here it is at the bottom. Ooh, you get your nice S Pen. I have not used an S Pen ever since the Galaxy S23 Ultra. And I'm not going to hype on all of the videos talking about Bluetooth, whatever. I don't care. This is an upgrade for me. You all know the story. No Bluetooth, S Pen. Keep that in mind. Taking a look at the sides, you get your 5G antenna line over here. Going on the bottom, you got your S Pen, your bottom firing speaker, USB Type-C, your SIM tray with no micro SD. Obviously, you get a microphone around there as well. You get your power button. You get your volume rocker. Going up top, you get a couple more microphones. And then going on over to the back, as far as the cameras, pretty much the same as last year as well. If you have the Galaxy S24, I highly suggest not upgrading to this. Just keep that in mind. Pretty much the same damn phone. Keep your S24 unless you're a reviewer like I am. But even I'm coming from the Galaxy S24 Plus. So this is definitely an upgrade for me. So going on over to the cameras, on the back, you get a main 200 megapixel main sensor, which is fan-freaking-tastic on here. Your ultra wide is going to be a 50 megapixel, which is an upgrade from last year's 12, I believe. So that's an upgrade for the camera. And then you also get a 50 megapixel periscopic telephoto lens. You also get a secondary telephoto lens on here as well. And then your front-facing camera is going to be a 12 megapixel front-facing camera on there. Now with the zoom capabilities on here, you have the whole 100 times zoom, and I'm definitely missing that from my Galaxy S24 Plus. I miss being able to zoom in, and nothing does it like a Galaxy Ultra when it comes down to the zooming. I remember on the S22 that I had and the S23 Ultra, I really loved that zoom. Taking this to concerts and to shows and being able to zoom in was really nice, and I'm glad I have that back. So quickly going on over some of the other specs, Snapdragon 8 Elite on here, which is definitely Snapdragon's best processor. So I hear all over the YouTubes, and yeah, I'm very excited. This is going to be my first device with the Elite on here, and I'm excited to see exactly how that holds up. Now this is pretty much going to be about 40% faster than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, which is on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. And yeah, for all you people out there, that just means
flagship specs, bro. Flagship specs.
So yeah, very nice on this. And yeah, 12 gigabytes of RAM. This is the 512 gigabyte model. So let's go ahead and quickly compare it to some other devices. Here is the OnePlus 13R, again sharing that same build quality with the flat edges on there, looking very similar when it comes down to the build and almost the size. And here we go for that. Taking a look at the bottom, pretty much almost the same thickness. The Galaxy just a little bit thicker than the OnePlus 13R. And funny fact, the 13R has a bigger battery than the Galaxy S25 Ultra, 6,000 milliamp hour silicon carbon battery. Samsung missed the ball on that. They just have a regular old 5,000 milliamp hour battery. But yeah, OnePlus did it. Look at that. It's thinner and it has a bigger battery. Come on, Samsung. You also get an IR blaster on the OnePlus, by the way. And let's go and compare it to the Galaxy S24 Plus. Now, I really do love this color. I'm definitely going to miss the sandstone orange. Samsung, again, dropped the ball with the colors this year, giving us more muted colors on the Ultras and more of the fancy colors on the regular versions. But there you go. Pretty much almost the same thickness when it comes down to the S24. And this is going to be pretty much the S25 Plus. This is going to be exactly the same as the S24 Plus. There it is at the bottom. Speaker is going to be on the other side. So that's interesting. Taking a look at the button side. Pretty much almost in the same area. Taking a look at the top, this side, and yeah, pretty much almost the same when it comes down to the size, just a tad bit smaller for that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and set this up and go on over some of the cases that I got for this as well. All right, so I got everything all set up on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. All I did was did a transfer from my S24 Plus to the S25, and it took about, I want to say, 20 minutes to do the transfer. Now, it did transfer a lot of music, about 20 gigs worth of music. All my apps are slowly starting to pop up on here and download. As you can see, some of them are grayed out, but it's really nice to just hook up a wire and hook up your other device and just hit transfer, and everything goes on over pretty smoothly. For most part, most of the settings went on over as well. I had to change some settings on here. For instance, the display settings when it comes down to the motion smoothness and the as far as the screen resolution, it was at Full HD Plus. So you might want to change that when you set up your device. It doesn't come Full HD by default. You have to change it to QHD to take advantage of that Pro scaler when it comes down to this display. So dynamic AMOLED 6.9 inch LTPO display, 120 Hz, supports HDR10 plus, gets at a peak brightness of 2600 nits, pretty much the same as last year. No upgrade, no 4000 nit display like we get on other devices such as the OnePlus 13R. Has a very high brightness. We don't get that on the S25. It is 1440 by 3120, so it also does have that anti-reflective coating on there. As you can see, very nice when it comes down to reflections. Comparing it to something like the OnePlus 13R, as you can see my light right there. Definitely a huge difference when it comes down to reflections, and I really do like that feature. 12 gigabytes of RAM. This is the 512. Those go all the way up to 1 terabyte of storage. So a lot of storage on here. No micro SD card, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this chipset is beast. So far, setting everything up, it's very touch responsive. Okay, so that display does have the HOP 3.0 LTPO technology, which means it's going to increase your touch sensitivity and things like that, especially when you're playing games and all. So the touch responsiveness is a little bit tweaked on here with that HOP 3.0. So you do get a 5,000 milliamp hour battery on here. Again, no fancy tech when it comes down to that battery. It's not a silicon carbon battery, so that's unfortunate. 5,000 milliamps. Now, will that mean that does that mean that you won't get good battery life? Probably not. You're still going to get excellent battery life because Samsung is doing that whole thing that Apple does. Okay, so what kind of a battery does Apple have in their smartphones? A 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Yet you could get great battery life on an iPhone. It all has to do with the processing power on here and how efficient this chipset is. So 5,000 milliamp might be just enough as a 6,000 milliamp hour battery and get even more battery life. 45 watt charging, again, still slow, still the same as last year. Again, over here, you get something like 80 watts charging, just keeping that in mind. 25 watt wireless charging and 4.5 watt reverse wireless charging. Of course, you do get your in-display ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, which works like a freaking dream, same as last year, same as the S24 Plus that I got. So here we go with the camera app. So you do get a lot of options. You get your brand new ultra wide sensor, which is a 50 megapixel ultra wide, and you are able to crop in a lot with that ultra wide to get some really nice macro shots when it comes down to taking macro shots. So let's go ahead and take a snap of that and look at that detail when it comes down to zooming in. Looks really good with that ultra wide. Now I really do like ultra wide sensors, and of course you get your 1 times, you get your 2, you get a 3, you get a 5, you get a 10, you get all the way down to 30, which is definitely going too far. We should have zoomed out a little bit, but yeah, it goes all the way up to 100 times zoom, which I'm definitely excited to check out when it comes down to that. You also get your portrait mode, so you're able to do 1 times, 2 times, 3, and 5 for that portrait mode. So let's go ahead and do a 1 times. And there you go for portrait mode. Blurring that background looks really, really cute. You do get your pro video, so that's really, really nice that you have options to control all your video down here at the bottom. And the whole layout is actually quite nice when it comes down to having all of your selections over here. And then over here at the bottom, you have your ISO. You can control that. Click on it again. You control everything down here at the bottom. Over here, you got your log. You got your HDR. What is this? This is exposure monitor. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Zebra pattern. Okay, that's new. False color. Whoa, false color. So there's a lot of different stuff on here I'm gonna have to play with. You can record up to 8K 30 frames per second on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So really, really good. You got your regular pro mode, so you can control everything on there. You got your portrait video mode. And again, 4K 60, 4K 30, all of the goodness. You get a night mode, and you get video, of course. And then in your more selection, you're going to get your slow-mo, panorama, food, expert raw, single take, dual record, which is going to do recording the front and the rears. You can see right there. There I am right there. And the rear cameras. And so far, judging through this viewfinder, things look pretty darn good. I'm excited to test this out. So let's go ahead and snap a shot. So data transfer is complete. Let's go ahead and take a shot of little Luke's Llama's farm. And taking a look at that detail. Looking really nice. And let's go ahead and take a look at those cases, shall we? We got 4 different cases here, all for free from Samsung. So let's go ahead and take a look firstly at the silicone case, and this is going to be in the light blue to match the color of the device. A hardback silicone case, so it's not your typical TPU flimsy silicone cases. Really, really nice feel to it. I absolutely like this. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck in your pocket pulling it out. Here are the camera protectors On the back, there's nice silver aluminum trim going around it, and actually protects the camera quite a bit. You can see a little bit of a lip on there, so they're not completely flush. Taking a look at the buttons, nice and clicky and tactile. Again, soft texture on there. And then at the bottom, everything is cut out fine. You get your S Pen just fine. S Pen with no Bluetooth, whatever. I hardly ever used my S Pen when I had my Galaxy S23, to tell you the truth. I use it every now and then, handful of times to take pictures, but not really that much. So it's really not a loss for me. Going on over to the display, some nice protection. Let's snap it in there all the way. Going along the edge, you can see right there, nice little lip. Clear case from Samsung, hard plastic. Sides are going to be open, the bottom's going to be open. Get a sticker on here, all these damn stickers. So let's go ahead and check this baby out. So this is a very minimalistic clear case that's going to show off the device and the color of the device, so that's really nice. Going on to the bottom, again, everything is going to be exposed. Your buttons are actually covered up, so that's really good. Take a look at the top, microphone's cut out. Other than that, you get your S Pen just fine. And snap that back in there. Again, with the same aluminum style camera bump on there to protect your cameras. The rest of the cameras, a little bit of a lip going around the rest of them. But they are protruding a little bit when it comes down to those other cameras. But you should be fine with this right there. Buttons nice and clicky and tactile. And this one actually looks and feels pretty good. It's going to be a fingerprint magnet, that's for sure. So let's go on over to the Kind suitcase. And again, no magnets on here. Oh, this one has a nice touch on the inside. So this is going to be their take on the vegan leather as far as the Kind suit goes. And this one actually looks really good. Again, in that light blue. Taking a look at that camera. Again, the same type of camera protection, same type of buttons, metallic buttons. Taking a look at the display protection, your cutouts, right? Your S Pen can come out just fine. And going on over this side, and yeah, this one actually feels really nice with that vegan leather. Clear magnet case. So here's another one that's going to be much like this one, but it just has the magnet on the back for all your MagSafe accessories. It's a little bit of a thicker case than the clear one, definitely a lot more sturdier. And of course, like I said, this one has your magnet for all your MagSafe accessories, for your charging stuff, for your wallets and things like that. You can use this on there, again with that same camera protection, nice clicky buttons, cut out, everything is open at the bottom. Taking a look at the side, and for display, you do get a little bit of a lip going around the display, as you can see right there. And this one actually looks pretty good as well. So I think my two favorite are going to be the Kind suits and this magnet case as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the Galaxy S25. This is just a quick take a look and unbox and first impressions. I will be doing a follow-up to this video as far as using this device for a couple of days and then coming back and giving my thoughts on it. And of course, make sure you guys are subscribed to SicErik Tech, that way you don't miss out on future videos here comparing this to other devices and doing all its running through its tests, camera tests, display tests, and stuff like that. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, and I will see you next time here on the channel. Peace.